Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Thanks for coming out. What we have here is a 2011 John Deere 725 series Briggs & Stratton engine. This is the JS28 is the John Deere model number. So the scrapper, the elderly gentleman scrapper, does it 2 days a week. He called me a while back and said he had this unit, so I gave $15 for it. I also picked up a pressure washer from him. He had called me last month on the pressure washer, and I kind of shied away from that, and he still had it. So he said, how about 30? I said 20, and I ended up paying him 22 for the pressure washer. It's complete. Maybe I'll drag that out next, hook some water to it, and see if it starts. Anyway, the issue with this thing I've seen so far is you can see the pull cords on the way out. The second thing I noticed, this is an automatic choke. The spring and the bolt that hold the air vane down are missing. The air vane's just dangling here. Well used on the filter. Feels a little oily. Speaking of oil, let's check that. There's enough, it's well used. So what I'm thinking, well, I decided to check the fuel. Let's do that. I've got a clear glass jar in my turkey baster from Dollar Tree. Let's look at the fuel. There's a little bit of fuel in the bottom of the tank. That'll give us a good indication of what the issue with this thing is. I don't know why the spring and the bolt are missing for the air vane. That's kind of weird. Maybe the bolt vibrated off and the spring fell down. Or Harvey and Helen, the homeowner, may have been messing with this. Doesn't look terribly bad. I don't see any condensation. It may be slightly aged out. So I left enough in there to try to start it. Why don't we do that? I'll manually close the choke, put the cover on, and then pull on this thing. That's going to be an issue, this thing. Hopefully I can start it before this breaks in two. So let's juice it. I'm running low on nitro. I'm getting down to the very bottom. I probably started at least 60 mowers with this can. Okay, direct injection. I put the choke to the close position. Let's try it. Okay, it fired off with nitro. What I noticed when I pushed it here to the front, the left front wheel is grinding, so I'm not sure what the deal with that is. I'll have to disassemble both front wheels. There's no tread on either of these front wheels. What I'm going to do is juice it one more time, lift up on the front end, and see if we have front wheel drive action. You kids and cadets be my scouts. Tell me what you see. So I need a couple of new wheels here in the front. This one's missing a big piece of tread. And I got to check out the handle here, figure out what's going on. When things get this complicated with these self-propelled system, they call this momentum drive system, JS28. This just causes issue with pricing. All these specialty cables and crap up here cost a fortune, especially since it's got John Deere written on it. So this says lock, unlock. This thing's busted, so I don't know what we're going to do with this. I think the tab's just loose. I don't see any cables hooked up to that. So once we get it going, I'll come up here and mess with this crap. I don't like all this extra crapola. I just want a metal bar with the cable, but you don't get that all the time. If you can hear this front wheel here, I'll turn it. So I'll start off with the carb clean. It fired off with happy juice, so we know we got probably a plugged up carb or possibly water in the bowl. but it did fire off pretty quickly with a shot of motivation. Unit doesn't look like it was well taken care of. They used the shit out of it. Air filter's pretty rough. The oil was well used. So they probably used this thing to the bitter end and put it at the street. This might have been the killing factor. They knew it was on the way out, so they got rid of it. We got 4 strands here holding this thing together. I'm surprised I was able to pull it over as much as I did. Anyway, so maybe I'll tackle this one right now. Get this thing started, degreased, and then yank out the pressure washer and see how that looks. Another interesting thing I saw on the product ID label: assembled in USA. So that means most of the stuff is from somewhere else and the final assembly was in the US. I guess that's what that means. Assembled in US with foreign components. Anyway, thanks for coming out. You guys have been awesome. Subscribing, liking, and all that jazz. Please keep doing it. My subscription is going up. I appreciate that. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal for the near future. So keep at it. I'll try to keep throwing you nonsense on 4 wheels like we just did with this John Deere JS28. Oh, we got Southwest leaving. At least this flight was on time. I heard they had a disastrous holiday season, but not this one. This one's on the way to Des Moines. Anyway, you guys have a good day today. Thanks for coming out, and as always, tip your waitress and waitstaff. They depend on you. I'll dive into this right now. This will be a quickie quick. I'll steal a spring and a bolt for the air vane from another dead machine.